What's happening, guys? How you doing? Thanks for watching the live, and thank you for the raid, Ron. Sees America. Appreciate you coming over, and what a great video, Ron. Nice work. Beautiful day, beautiful ride, beautiful people, beautiful island. It's all beautiful. Can't wait to see the next part. You got another part, right? Coming up, Ron? That'll be really cool. Hello, Megan. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for organizing the raid parade. What's up, Yanai? Right? I say it right, Yanai. Um, Thank you for being here. Dream on Wheels, a great video of the truck stop, right? With all the models, not toys, models. Thank you for being here. Destination Delight. Let's party. What did you bring to the party? I got stuff. I got stuff to drink. I got toys. I'll show you a toy. It's not a toy. It's a model. I got one sitting right over here. I'll show you in a minute. Also, I got another goodie right there in the box. Can you tell what it is? No. You could maybe make it out what it is. Thank you for welcoming everybody. Hey, Meg W., how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming to my channel. I appreciate you very much. What's that in your hand? A little gnome or something on your little logo? Cool. Cool. Thank you for being here. Let me invite you all. You all are welcome to come up on screen with me so I don't have to do all the talking. And that means you, Megan, you can co-star here too, because you're the star of the raid parade, in my opinion. You organize all this, so I really appreciate you. So you need to come up here someday and share your information, share your techniques, or share how much you like doing what you're doing and what you do exactly. I just saw a bald eagle fly over, and I'm not kidding. I just saw a bald eagle fly by. He was only about 25 feet off the ground, which is unusual. But it's really windy here. Mystic Bunny, how are you doing today? Nice sunglasses you got there, and your tongue's hanging out, by the way. You might want to put that back in. Thank you for being here. I thought models were something you glued together. No, they're not. That is a model. Yes, models are a replica of a original item. So you don't play with those. Toys are something you play with, like vroom, vroom, vroom. You can do that, but that's not what they're designed to do. They're designed to look at. And I have a model here right next to me. I'll show you one, which is a radio control model. It's still not a toy, but it's, anyway, hobby grade. Hey, Char of Hearts, how are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you for the hugs and the flowers and the, what does that mean? Double high five? Let me catch up here to the chat here. There's a link. If you want to come up live with me on screen, please do. Help me co-star or co-host. And there's Fairy Dust. Hey, Fairy Dust. Serve you a drink. I will. Thank you for the hug. Appreciate it. I will serve you a drink. My pleasure to do so. I still have no headphones. Laugh out loud. Do I have to buy you some? I could have bought you some the other day, but the sale's over now. They were on sale. I'm guessing something you can cook within that box. Get something you can cook with in that box. Going Green Mom, champagne, wine. What is that? A martini, a mixed drink, a daiquiri, a beer, couple beers, champagne, bourbon, and a soda. Nice. Very nice. Thank you, Golden Green Mom, for setting up and organizing the raid parade. Yes, thank you very much, Megan. We have a visitor. Are you ready? All right. Look who it is. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming in.
Not a problem.
Miss O, is that what we should call you?
No, Miss O is my daughter.
Oh, okay.
My first name is Crystal.
All right, Crystal, thank you for being here and appreciate you coming up and enjoyed your video on the raid parade. Why don't you take some time and tell us about your channel?
So basically what it is, I came up with the name Destinations Delight because any destination you go to is always going to be a delightful one, no matter if it's bad or if it's good. And we like to basically travel. We camp, we hike, we fish, we kayak, we like to boat. I like to go on cruises. We like to do everything. So I thought, because I have family from all over the world, I like to visit places and give my critique on things so that way people who may not necessarily be able to go visit those places can
Mhm.
get a feel for what it's like, or they
Mhm.
might see something cool and say, "Hey, you know what? I got $1,500 in the bank and this is what I would like to go do. What can I do on a budget?" So that's kind of what we came up with. We cook.
Cool.
I do cooking and everything on our channel.
All right, hold that thought. Let me say hello to some people that just came in. I want to say hello to Loves. Thank you for coming in. And she's off to bed, though. Have a good night. But I appreciate you popping in and saying hello. And also, Hilda. Hello, Hilda, my friend from over there. She says she was born in Europe, so she's like over there, but she lives here. But anyway, she was in a chat last night with Baratic is around, Angie. So we were over just having a great time. Another friend over here is Moments with Vanessa. She's out in Arizona. I met her and encouraged her to come over to the RV community. And thank you for being here, Vanessa. Blessings to you also. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And look who else is here. It's Sherry with Awesome Sunsets. She's here, does traveling, all that cruise ship stuff, just like Amy does. So thank you for being here, Sherry. We appreciate you popping in and saying hello. And another famous person is here. It's Amy, Miss Amethyst Hayes Adventures. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. And we loved your video on the cruise. It was great watching all that fun festivities, the food, all the partying going on, and all
For
the
sure.
sunshine. Everything was great. Thank you for sharing that with us. And let's see if I missed anybody. I think I'm up to date. Nobody else new in here. I'm way behind on the chat, but at least I said hello to everybody. So you have another person or at least two other people that show up in your videos sometime, right? Can you tell us about them?
Yeah. So the one you'll always see is my daughter, mainly in our video. And then the other one you'll see in my videos sometimes is, yeah, there's Miss O. And then the other one is my 17-year-old son. And then once in a great while, you'll see my grandbaby pop up in there or my husband. But
Okay. Well,
mainly
who was the one with the muscles?
that would be my husband.
Oh, okay. Just
Yes.
making sure. I don't remember seeing a fourth person. I don't remember seeing three.
Yep. Yep. No, the hubby always shows up in the videos because it's just who lives here right now is just me, my daughter, and my husband. So you'll see the three of us a lot.
Okay, great. Cool. Well, let me invite anybody else. The link is in the chat. If anybody else wants to come up, we can have more than one. So more than two, you're welcome to come up. Don't hesitate. So what are your next plans for a video? What are you going to be putting out soon?
So we're gonna do the raid parades from here on out. We have
Mm,
lives, wacky Tuesday night lives at 7 o'clock. I try to go on, and
okay.
then on Friday, this coming Friday, we are going to introduce my Snicker salad.
Nice. A Snickers salad.
A Snickers salad that everybody keeps asking me. We need the recipe. So I went and did the whole clips
Oh,
of here's a
wow.
little clip. I went and did grocery shopping,
Uh-huh.
videotaped it, and then now we're going to put it all together.
That's a good idea, Crystal, right?
Yes.
That's a good idea, Crystal. I would like to do some. This would make me want to do some videotaping while I shop. That would be interesting, I think.
Yeah, yep, yep. I thought it would be kind of cool because then that way, like, you can see where I'm from and see what prices would be here, and then
Hmm.
maybe kind of compare it to what your grocery store may be, and be like, wow.
I
Because
think that's a very interesting topic. I think I would be interested in looking at that.
at one particular point in time, I can be honest with you, our gallon of milk was only 97 cents, and now it's up to $2.47. Like it's
Wow.
different. You can see difference in inflation and pricing and, demographics of where you're at and what you're not. And just different areas.
When you mentioned that, it made me think of eggs, how different eggs are.
Yes.
How the different prices. Excuse me, just a second. We have a visitor. Somebody else wants to join us. It's Hawkins Family Adventures. Hello.
Hello.
How are you
How
doing?
are you all doing?
We're doing great. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
I'm doing good.
Good. Well, tell us about your channel, where you're from.
I am in Portland, Oregon. Well, Clackamas, Oregon. And right now I just do videos on my dogs that make me laugh every day. And hopefully when the weather gets warm or we get snow, I will go on adventures. I don't like the rain. Lived here in Oregon my whole life and I hate the rain.
Well,
but
that's I can understand the rain part. It's difficult sometimes. Matter of fact, yesterday it was raining on my way home from work. I have a company vehicle and I drop the company vehicle off and then I get in my personal vehicle. Well, when I was driving home, it was raining really heavy. And by the time I got to my personal vehicle, no lie, that much water on the ground. And so I took my shoes off and put them in my backpack because I ride a scooter to work.
Oh no.
So it was raining. So I put my shoes in my backpack. I put on a big hat and a trash bag over in my backpack and everything. And so I rode my scooter home in bare feet, with the rain,
Kind of need windshield wipers for your glasses.
And there was that much water at my place too. I had to walk. Thankfully, I was able to peel off my socks, my wet, soggy socks, off before I step in the door. So, Crystal, where are you from?
I'm from Port Huron, Michigan.
Michigan. Okay. That was so weird how it seems like I just saw 4 or 5 videos on Mackinac Island.
Yeah. And what's neat is everybody's videos touches maybe on something a little different.
Sure.
Or like for me, so my camera died. So I took regular still photos and went with my vlog that way. But I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Even if you've seen one cruise video, you see 3 or 4, somebody always does something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Megan, for sharing that out.
Everybody's adventures capture what they want, what we're seeing. And when you have other people are in the same area, and we all know that we're all in the same area.
Right.
We go off in different ways, and it's the best thing to do. It's like everybody captures something different.
Right. Like, so when Ron posted his with, the boat ride across going from Mackinac City to Mackinac Island, and then they went out by the bridge and back, I think. I'll be honest. I'm like terrified of filming that because I get seasick really easily. And then listening to like, the wind and the camera, like I don't know how to shed that out of there, and he did an excellent job. And I was like, and I can't get over how calm the water looked because some days it's wicked up there.
Yeah.
One thing you might try is an action camera or a fisheye lens or wide angle lens and just put it on a selfie stick and hold it up in the air and don't even watch. Just hold it like this,
right?
And you'll get seasick. Because yes, if you have susceptibility to getting motion sickness and you start looking down, you're gonna feel nauseous. So I hear you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm seasick, but I've been on the boats, not in the ocean.
Yeah, I can get motion sickness if I look down too long in the boats doing that.
Oh yes.
And on some kind of I don't do those merry-go-round things where you go round and round. Can't do that.
I love those.
Now I can do the up and down, when you ride on something and it drops like a roller coaster. I can do that. But
I can't do.
I can't do the spinning thing, Just
My
makes me
thing is
sick.
the rocking back and forth like
Right.
this. My
Mhm.
very first ever cruise, I kid you not, we got on the lower deck to watch, like you're down in the thing watching the stuff
Mhm.
go on.
Mhm.
And as I'm sitting down there, you could hear the engines. And then that night
Right.
we went up and went to bed. I woke up the next morning and I was like,
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, this ain't gonna work.
Oh,
Yeah, I do that after I get off of a boat too.
Yeah.
I get out and I'm rocking. I do that even riding in the car because we go for long hours, long distances, because we don't like to have to stop and camp somewhere. So, like, we went to Reno a couple years ago, and on our way back, we didn't stop. We drove straight through. We left there at like 9 o'clock in the morning and didn't get home until 10 o'clock at night. So we
Wow.
were on the road
Yeah.
nonstop.
I actually am scuba certified, and I actually had advanced open water. So I went the minimum, and then I did the next step up. And the next step up, you have to do 3 dives in one day,
Yeah.
and one of them is at night. So
Oh, wow.
I was not feeling good going for the 3rd dive at night in the cold water. I wasn't feeling good, let's just say. But I don't know if anybody else is still in the chat that was asking, but I have something to my side I just picked up today. I don't know if you guys know, but I do cooking on my videos on my channel. I do cooking, and I'm always looking, I'm not looking hard, but I'm always looking for other creative things to cook or other ways to cook without spending a lot of money. I can't spend a lot of money. So let's see here. I think it was Char Hart. She said something about the box next to me, something about cooking. I picked up this Smoky Joe. It's a 14-inch smoker grill. So it's really small.
I bet you that would be good for fish.
So I'm looking at doing some smoking of some meat. So I'm going to be experimenting with that. And I just got some ribs the other day, some pork ribs. So I did some baking yesterday of the pork ribs, and they turned out pretty good, but they weren't fall off the bone. So I'm thinking maybe I should do some smoking and maybe lower temperatures for a longer time, because I was in a hurry. I'm like, I'm ready to eat now. Let me cook it. Cook it at 425 degrees and get this thing done. And that's what I did. But I would love to do some slow cooking of the ribs. I just don't want to spend the money on the electricity, running that oven for 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's expensive.
Yes. And I have firewood and trees around me and where I'm at, to where I could use firewood. I have oak. So I can use oak wood and get some of those flavored chips.
The mesquite or something like that.
Right. Hickory and all that. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get I have a little fire pit. I'll get the fire going and get some charcoals going and embers. And then I'll scoop it up and put it in this thing and start doing some smoking of some ribs. And
so do you have a fire pit?
I just have a fire ring I built out of some stones.
I was going to say, if you have a Dutch oven, you can do it in a Dutch oven too.
I don't have a Dutch oven. I just have a circle of rocks, some stones, like landscaping stones.
I had always wanted a Dutch oven because my mom and dad, they've always had stuff like that. So I had my husband get us one, and I love it. You stick it out there in the fire pit. You put some coals on top and let it go. And,
Yeah, and I do have an oven in here that is propane powered. So and it works really well. And I have a thermometer that I can gauge the temperature to be precise. And I've done pizza in there, and I've done brownies in there, and I've done other things in there, and it works really well. So somebody else mentioned to me, hey, why don't you do some cooking with your oven in your RV? And I went, that's a good idea. So that's something I want to do in the future. Excuse me just a second. Let me say hello to James Cantonese. Hello, James. Thank you for coming in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being
here. Hi, James.
So let's see here. Oh, I got something else to share. Remember where they were on the Dreams on Wheels? They were showing models, the little
Mhm.
toy trucks and stuff. So I was being funny and telling people they're not toys, they're models, because toys are something you give to a little kid and he just
Right.
models are something you don't touch, you just look at and admire. But I have a model that you can play with, but you don't touch it. You drive it remotely. So I have a radio controlled or a remote controlled model, and you can build it or you can buy it pre-assembled. I have it right here. Let me get it.
I
Oh,
have one.
So this is not a replica of a real vehicle. It's a monster truck slash car kind of look. So the frame and the frame and the chassis are all monster truck, but it has a wing on it. Spoiler on the back for
mhm,
high speeds, and it's got a car type of looking body, which is really sleek looking. It looks really cool,
mhm.
and it's really, really fast. So
Uh,
I love playing
All,
with it.
Are
all
those,
four of us in my family have one of those. I love it.
are those the ones that you can build and put together and manufacture it the way that you want it to look?
Yes.
Um, some of them can do that. Yes, not
Okay.
all of them, but some of them can do that. That one I bought pre-assembled, but
Okay.
I actually have one in a box up here that I build, and really, it's more of a race vehicle for competitive racing. So it's
Okay.
high performance and very very like authentic to real scale models, meaning nice oil filled shock absorber springs and
Right.
independent suspension.
Yep.
It's really sophisticated and expensive.
Very,
Yes, it
very
is
cool.
expensive. Mine needs a battery.
Yes. Okay. Megan asked me how much is a smoker that size. I didn't know they made small ones. I know. I was very impressed with the price. It's a Weber, and it was only, I think it was $41, but it was on sale for 37. So I got like $4 or $3 off, and I bought it. It was only uh what is it, 14 inches? Yeah, 14 inches.
And a
So
Weber's a good brand too.
right. Weber makes great products, and I have a grill out here that's a Weber. I wouldn't pay for that, but I'm not paying for a Weber grill. It's way like double the price of a regular grill.
Right.
And so anyway, yes, I bought it because of the price and it was small. And then I was also shopping for like the wood chips and thing like that. You got to be real, careful when you shop, because if you don't pay attention, you could buy a bag that costs you $25, $35 for a bag of flavor.
Right.
So I was shopping around looking for the best price, and I found a bag that was like $8, $7. So that was, that's all I need. Plus, I'm just starting out. I don't want to go spend a bunch of money on something like that.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
Okay, I'm checking the chat here. And I was having some issues with my chainsaw because I cut my own firewood. And it's different here in Florida. We don't have the type of wood they have up
In
north,
Michigan.
Yeah, so you can't just like drive an axe through some of that stuff. It's not going to split.
Right. Right.
So I use a chainsaw to cut oak tree branches, and I've started to go to smaller size branches because they dry out faster and they're
Mhm.
easier to cut, and they're easier to move, to transport,
Yeah.
because I have
yep.
them all over the place, and I want to get them from there to here, and that I use my pickup truck to drag them all over here and throw them in the back of the truck. So I have a nice chainsaw, but it stopped running, and I thought, well, if it's going to cost too much to fix it, the chainsaw, let me look and see what's out there. So I saw some battery operated chainsaws you could get for $150 with the battery and the charger. So I thought that was a pretty good price.
That
Yeah.
is very good price. Very good price.
Yeah, because they have some pushing $400+ for a battery operated
Yeah.
chainsaw.
Yep.
Whereabouts in Florida, like without giving your exact location?
Space Coast by the Kennedy Space Center.
Okay. So my family is from Largo, St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay area.
Right.
So I spent many, many, many summers as a kid over in that area.
I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Right. Yeah, I'm born here. I was born right down the street from where I'm at right now and live here my whole life. And I love it here. Every place is beautiful.
Yes.
The things I love about Florida is the beach is always within an hour away, always, wherever you're at in Florida. The beach is within an hour. And I love that on nights in the winter, you don't freeze to death normally. You don't get any.
It's not like us Michiganders where you see us with parkas, galoshes, and hats and
or us Oregonians. Us
Right.
Oregonians have to have tarps and
right.
heaters and everything else. I'm only about an hour away from the Oregon coast, but I don't want to go there during the winter months. It's too cold.
Well, I've been here, like I said, my whole life since my recollection of being on Earth is around the early 70s. And we've only had snow twice ever since I've been here. And of course, it doesn't stay on the ground very long.
No.
It melts right away. It don't matter of fact, it doesn't. You can't even see it. When I've seen it, the only way I saw it was on a car window. That was the only way I could see. Hello, look at the snowflake. Cool. That was it.
Right.
So we don't have to worry about snow salting roads and things like that. So that's what I love about Florida also. There's other things also. I'm right next to the Kennedy Space Center. I get to see launches from my yard all the time.
That would be totally cool.
And we have a intercoastal waterway that goes up the coast of the United States.
Right.
So all the ships from Canada come all the way down here, and they come around the continent, come around the Florida Straits, from the Gulf of Mexico, even from Europe. They come up sailing right by me out on our river. We call it a river because it's very long, but it's not really a river. It's more like a lagoon that has inlets that ebb and flow with the tides, but it doesn't ebb and flow much because it's so long and there's very few inlets that it doesn't move much at all. There's really no current. It's stagnant. But the good thing is fish from the ocean come in, so you can catch, saltwater fish and freshwater fish in the same area, which is
that would be cool.
Yeah.
You can do that here also.
Yeah, because you're over there on the coast.
Yep.
We have freshwater fish. Sorry. Nothing. I used to tease my kids when they were little. I'd say, you go swim out there. Go ahead. A shark will come get you, until they got older and realized there are no sharks.
There ain't no shark.
Right.
No, but we do have undertows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard about those.
Yeah, they are pretty wicked, and you can see them. So we have I'll have to do a video one day where between where I live, we border Sarnia, Ontario. So we have a huge river walk, and you can see the undertow currents. They whirlpool.
Wow.
You can see them, and as you're walking, you'll see where it looks totally flat, and then you'll see the swirls. That is the undertow.
Right.
Wow.
So
because being from Florida, we don't have that issue in freshwater, bodies of fresh water, but we have undertows out at the beach. So when I was hearing people were talking about people drowning, and I'm like, how do you drown in a lake? How do you drown in a lake swimming if you know how to swim or whatever? So they explained that, and that was something that new to me that I never knew was a thing.
And believe it or not, Lake Michigan has more deaths on it than Lake Huron does, because Lake Michigan is I don't want to use the word more stronger, because that's not the words that correctly go with what I'm trying to say, but Michigan's Lake Michigan is stronger than Lake Huron by far.
Wow. Yeah. That's fascinating. I wanted to share with you something I videotaped the other day when I was coming up the coast on the Intercoastal Waterway, because when I go to work, I drive up and down Highway US 1, which goes up the whole eastern seaboard. And so we have the waterway right off US 1, the main road. So I just pulled off the other day because I wanted to take a picture of the beautiful scenery, and I came across this event.
Whoa.
Aww.
So it's a dolphin
That
chasing.
is so awesome.
That's like my favorite thing to do when you're coming across like the Tampa Bay Bridge to go, the Howard Franklin Bridge or whatever it's called, to go
Mhm.
over towards Largo, St. Petersburg, and all of that. I love to look out and see like the dolphins jumping. And I always thought when I was a little kid, oh, we're driving, I'll see a shark jump, or oh, I'll see this. And then, you know, you sit there and you stare out there long enough.
Right.
You see boats, but you don't see sea life,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, here we get to see the big whales.
Oh, that'd be cool too.
Yeah, they do whale watching down on the Oregon coast. It's awesome.
Yeah, and there's some other things that is really cool here in Florida that happens, every day, and that is a beautiful sunrise.
Oh yes.
Let me see if I got this queued up here.
Wow.
Let me get this queued. There we go. So these are some sunrises in the morning when I'm heading to work.
Look how beautiful that is.
Wow.
It is so peaceful looking.
That's the moon up in the sky. That's a half moon.
Beautiful.
And there's a road that's called River Road, just like any road that runs along the river. It's called River Road. So that's always a great place to watch the sunrise. You know, you get different landscape to kind of give you.
That's pretty.
It's really, really pretty cool. And that's what I get to enjoy going to work. Here's another one. Here's when I was driving.
Look how pretty it is. Like,
So
just put a hammock on the side of the road, pick me up later.
Right.
And that's the Intercoastal Waterway right there.
Wow.
As long as there's no gator, we'll be fine.
Right?
I cannot guarantee there won't be no gator.
Right?
Can't guarantee that.
My luck, one would come sit underneath me and lick his chops like, lunch. I'd be like, no, I'm just a snack. Go get the next guy.
And then at my job, I came across this creature. Let's see here. This was a video of me driving again. Look at these oak trees.
Those are so pretty.
Palm trees, oak trees.
We have oak trees here, but if you don't split it when you take it down, you ain't going to split it. Turns into rubber.
Is that a bald eagle?
This is an osprey. Looks like a bald eagle because you can't get a clear view of it. But this is what we call a fish hawk because they just hawk. They go down and fish, catching fish all day long. So that's a fish hawk, an osprey.
So pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and then here's a moth.
Different.
Yeah, it's pretty scary, isn't it?
I've seen something like that too here.
It's like it reminded me of one of those stealth bombers, you know, those airplanes.
The one I saw here, it changed colors and all of a sudden it grew like eyeballs on the back.
I'd be carrying a tennis racket.
Right? My
Oh,
friends all holding the thing. I'm like, what the heck is that thing?
right.
It's been a while since I've been to Florida, like actually where my aunt and uncle live. Lake
Right.
Seminole.
Right.
Is there a place down there called that?
Called what was it? I'm sorry.
Lake Seminole.
Sounds well. It's got to be because we have Seminole Indians here.
Yeah, I think it's over by like Largo, St. Petersburg. Well, anyways, it's a park that you can walk through and it has trails and it's got an inland lake on it and everything. My uncle, when I was little, said, "Come on, you want to go water skiing?" And I was like, "Sure, I love to do that stuff." Never
Right.
been in my whole life. Come
Uh-huh.
to find out, it was an alligator lake. And I let go of the rope one day and he's like, "Crystal, keep your feet up and watch out for little eyes." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "It's an alligator lake." Let me
What?
tell you what, that board found out I could stand real fast.
You know, when we were kids, we did stupid things, of course, right?
Right?
So we have a river that runs from south of Orlando all the way to Jacksonville called the St. Johns River.
Uh-huh.
So you cross it when you go to Orlando, and obviously when you go to Jacksonville, it goes out in the ocean. Well, here it's really because Florida's flat, it barely moves. So we would go out there with little John boats, throw a rope out on the John boat, and kneeboard on a kneeboard.
Right.
You pull it behind because you don't need to go fast on a kneeboard. And we were doing it in the alligator infested river. I mean, this thing's got river. You can't see down. It's black water.
Right.
And there's alligators out there. We used to do it. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Let me say hello to Tracy Oceanfire 777. Thank you for being here. Glad you could make it. She said she
Hi,
was
Tracy.
She said she was in and out trying to follow the raid parade. She's a busy person, so thank you for jumping back in. So let's see here. Anybody else? No.
I need the potatoes from the garage brought in.
No. Oh, so I had some. What do you guys got planned for Thanksgiving? Tell us about your Thanksgiving plans.
Take him out. Take her out there. So
I am having my sister and her husband up, and probably my oldest son. He's 25, and 24-year-old lives here. So it's just usually the 6 of us
I'm on the phone.
hanging out, cooking together, watching football, yelling at the TV when the team don't win.
Cool. That sounds great.
Tuesday tomorrow we're having my side of the family Thanksgiving. And then on Thanksgiving, we actually go to Cracker Barrel with my father. It's a tradition, and we spend the whole day at not the whole day. We spend dinner at Cracker Barrel. And then after that, I will head up north to be with my middle child, and hopefully we can get some venison brought in.
Hi, Hilda.
Hello, Hilda. Thank you for coming
Hello.
up. And yes, venison would be wonderful. I would love to have some venison to make some beef jerky. I love making my own beef jerky, and I'm going to do a video on making my own beef jerky fairly soon because I make beef jerky and give it out for gifts for Christmas because my kids love it so much. I just make them beef jerky and give it to them for gifts.
Okay. Alrighty, well, I have to run. My phone is blowing up. My father's called, my sister's called, so I think there's an emergency.
All right, thank you, Crystal.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you. Nice
You're
meeting you.
Nice to meeting all of you. Bye, Hilda.
All right, Hilda, how are you today?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
Good. So I was not a long time since I seen you. It was like 24 hours.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I'm going to Epcot in Disney tomorrow.
Oh.
So I'm heading to
Fun.
Epcot tomorrow. It's the last day of the Food and Wine Festival.
Oh, okay.
So looks like I'm going in alone. I don't have anybody wants to go with me, and they're not showing up. They're not calling me or texting me or saying, I want to go too.
I want to go, but I can't afford it.
Yeah, only I have a credit card that I pay off every 2 weeks, and as I use it, I get free money for using on Disney.
Oh,
So
wow.
I did not pay anything for 5 tickets to Disney. I paid 0.
Wow.
And I got $145 of Disney money to spend tomorrow.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm excited. So I'm going to Epcot tomorrow for the food and wine by myself. It's going to be like raining on and off. It's not going to be crazy rain, but there's still going to be rain around. And I'm going to be doing it alone. Sad to say, but I got more days planned. I'm going the day after Christmas, the day after the 26th, then the 28th, I'm going to be home. And then the 29th, I'm going back. And the 30th, I'm going back to Disney. Doing Disney for Christmas. I've never done it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, the lights
like
are probably
fun.
going to be the lights are probably going to be beautiful.
And Tuesday, I'm heading over to St. Augustine, Florida, the oldest city in the country. And they have all their Christmas lights up for Christmas
Wow.
right now. So, yes. And all the lights and all the restaurants and the trees and the parks are covered in Christmas lights. It's going to be, and they're all white. They can only use white lights, no colored lights.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I actually have a video on it on my channel
Oh,
way
cool.
back. So I'm going to do it again, shoot some more video, and I'm going to go into the fort and shoot some video in the fort. Tracy says, Epcot is a blast. That should be fun. Yes, it will be fun. Other than nobody's going to be with me.
One of these days, I would love to go because I've been wanting to go for a long time.
Well, we have another person in the chat. It's Gigi Rosella. Hello, how are you doing? I hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you for being here. So nice to have you. Tracy says Disney holiday should be magical. Yes, it'll be great. I'll do the best I can by myself. Gigi, my thumb slipped. Oh, when she was typing, I guess. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Gigi? What's going on? I'm doing Thanksgiving in St. Augustine. My sister and her husband's going to be there. My brother and his wife are going to be there, all in the same campground. So we're going to be doing Thanksgiving potluck. And I'm bringing stuffing because I like stuffing.
Hmm. Well, you're going to have fun.
I'm going to have fun. I'm bringing my scooter and my kayak and firewood. So, and my bicycle. I'm going to ride my bicycle through historic St. Augustine. That's going to be fun.
Oh, that's going to be cool.
Yeah. Just like I did my bike. You know, I need to take my bike to Key West and ride my bike around Key West. That would be fun. Speaking of Key West, I got pictures from my last trip to Key West. I also have questions about what's your favorite thing to eat at Thanksgiving?
Oh boy.
Favorite thing to eat? Ham.
Yeah, ham is yummy.
My favorite is the Hawaiian rolls with mashed potatoes and gravy.
Oh, stop it. That sounds awesome.
Or take cold turkey and put it in the middle of the jellied cranberries on a Hawaiian roll for a sandwich.
Nice.
Minus the cranberries.
I use leftover turkey for chicken, like chicken and dumplings. I use turkey and dumplings.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. That sounds delicious. My favorite is stuffing with gravy on it. I like stuffing with gravy on it. And dark turkey meat. I love dark turkey meat. Oh gosh, yes.
Plus, I like my chocolate pies.
Well, yeah. When you say that, it
Strawberry
reminds me.
rhubarb.
Nice. That reminds me. We have a chocolate store. I say a chocolate factory, but it's really small. But anyway, on the front of the store, it covers probably half of the frontage of the store. It says, "Eat more chocolate."
I need to come down there then because I love my chocolate.
Oh my
Yeah.
Instead
goodness!
of being, and it's like that saying, an alcoholic, I'm a chocoholic.
I'm a
Right?
recovering alcoholic.
Really?
Just got 7 years on Monday.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Megan says, "I eat a lot of everything, but oyster dressing usually." Oyster dressing. I've never heard of oyster dressing.
I've
Me
never
Megan,
tried
either.
that.
Megan, how come you're not up here on the panel? Come on, get up here, girl. You need to get up here. Have fun. Basically, Fairy Dust says basically everything except for turkey. I'm not into turkey Thanksgiving Day. It's Amy. Hey, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
The link is in the chat if you want to come up, Amy. I'll share it again just in case you want to come up. The cruise ship lady, Amy, doing all the cruises. That's very cool. Let's see. Amy says, "Hey, all. Had a call from a coworker who was looking after my kitties. They are doing well." Oh, that's good. Kitties.
That's great.
Yeah. Love those little kittens. I love cats. I just don't want a cat. I don't want any animals where I'm at, but I always love cats. I had a cat. I named it Winger. Can anybody give me the answer why I would name my cat Winger? Let's see here.
I don't know.
Tracy
Did you like to fly?
Because it said it again?
I said because it wanted to fly.
No. That sounds good. Tracy said stuffing is her favorite. That is great, Amy. Hope you can be with them soon. Yeah, get in with your little kitties. And Winger, I named him Winger because oh wait, no, a bit of everything, but not oyster dressing. Okay, I misread that then. I misread that. I got gas in my son's car for next TD week, not headphones. Okay, because she's doing it off her phone, so sometimes you get the little typos. Glad to hear, Amy. Winger, Top Gun. Good guess, but not it. There was a hair band called Winger. Kip Winger was the lead vocal and bassist for Winger, a band called Winger. It was a hair band, and I like their music. I like their guitar solos, and I like the guitar player's guitar. He had a guitar that was purple, but it would change colors, so it was iridescent. It was really cool looking, and he played guitar, and I liked it. So that's why I named my cat Winger. That was the only reason. Yeah. Oh, Tracy's just now getting it. My goodness. Yes, Winger, the band. That's right. Yeah, and I would go, "Come here, Winger." That's how I call my kitty, Come here, Winger. Yeah. So I had several different cats, and I had to get rid of Winger because the person I was with was allergic to cats. So I had to get rid of the cat, and that was a sad day. But Winger was very I can't think of a good name, adventurous, and he got out before I could give him away. He took off and ran. He knew what was going on, I guess, and was gone. Never got him. He wasn't declawed. I don't declaw cats. So
yeah, that's mean.
Yeah, he was fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Rusty wheels turning in my So let's see. I had several cats. I forget the name of one of my favorite cats. I can't think of his name, but it was such a perfect cat that he just loved to cuddle and lay next to you and never did anything mean like some mean cats. Because I've had mean cats that when you stop petting them, they bite you or claw you or something like that. But I had a cat that was perfect, and the poor cat, He got hit by a car, and it was
Oh,
so
wow.
sad. Yeah, and it broke his back. He wasn't killed, but it broke his back,
Wow.
and he couldn't feel anything in his hind legs and nothing. It was sad, but anyway, I had a good time with him. It was a great cat, and I've had dogs, I've had chickens, snakes, iguanas, geckos, fish, all that stuff.
I've had fish, bottle sharks.
Nice.
I had them in Hawaii.
Okay.
Let's see what else. Well, I've had cats. I've had dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I had a guinea pig once.
Yes, I've had guinea pigs. I've had a ferret, guinea pig, sugar bear, and birds, finches, cockatiels, all that stuff.
My friend in Indiana had 2 white ferrets. I loved watching them because she had these little pipe things going all through the house
Mm-hmm.
where they could run in them all over the house, upstairs, downstairs, in the basement, the main floor. She had them all over the place, and it was fun to watch them.
Oh yeah, the ferret. And this is my experience with ferrets. They are just this close to being the perfect pet. The only problem with the ferret is they stink.
Yes.
They smell horrible. So if they didn't smell bad, now you can bathe them often, and obviously you can have their stinky thing removed, but it still doesn't take away their smell. It's not horrible as bad, but still they're related to the skunk, something like that. But the coolest thing about ferrets is they can be trained. They're carnivores, so you have to train them when they're young not to bite, because they love to bite. So you have to train them.
Yeah.
I trained mine right away and taught it not to bite because they have big teeth. They can really put a mark on you and sink their teeth into you. Anyway, once you train them, they sleep all the time, and they be out like an hour or so a day. So as long as you let them out for an hour a day, play with them, let them roam around, and they're perfect pets, because then they just go back to sleep and they're gone all day. They sleep all the time. And the other thing you have to be aware of is you can't leave little things out on the ground, because they're pack rats. They're little thieves, and they will steal things and hide them. And I'll tell you what happened to me once.
They like shiny things.
And they just love to hide things. So anyway, this happened to me. So we had a ferret. We'd let it roam around for an hour a day, every day, and hold him and cuddle him and pet him and all that. And he was just cute as could be, sweetie pie. And my dog, we had a German Shepherd, and we had a spare bedroom with a bed, and the German Shepherd started to lick the bed, got on the bed and started licking the bed, the top of the sheet. I'm like, what is this dog doing? He just starts licking it. And I'm like, what is it? Stop all that. And then finally I pull back the covers, and he was hoarding his pet food under the sheet of the bed. So we didn't know, because we would leave the cage open, right? So he could go in and out. Well, you can't do that because they start hoarding their food and putting their food in different places. So you have to close the cage while they're out so they don't hoard things. This is just one of my tales, adventures of ferrets. But they are almost a perfect pet. They are perfect. Other than finches. Finches are great, but finches, they shed molt, feathers, and seeds get places and stuff like that. But finches have the cutest little sound all day long. They just go pss, 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 just tiny, faint little chirp. You can barely hear it, and it's just, they're so cute. But in my situation right now, I don't want to take care of an animal because I'm in my RV living full time, and I go out on adventures, and sometimes I leave my RV behind for days. So I can't be tied down to that. Yeah. Hilarious.
Well, everybody, I got to get going.
All right. Thank you for coming up. Appreciate you
Thank
being
you
here.
for letting me up. Have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a great Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thank you.
There were 3 or 4. Now there's 2.
Well, let me see here. We're getting close to an hour long, so we're getting close to shutting it down in the next 5 minutes or so. But I'm enjoying talking about these things. I'm also going to share out my Florida Keys.
Yeah, I saw the pictures you were showing with the sunset and everything before I came up. That was beautiful.
Thank you. This is Key West, and I'm on my scooter.
You look like you were having fun.
Yeah, I'm having fun. And this is all raw footage. I have not edited it yet. This is coming up in a couple of videos, 2 or 3 more videos. This will be coming up.
Wow, everybody's with motorcycles or scooters.
Scooters, electric, golf carts, bicycle. Yeah, it's just, this is the mile marker 0. This is where US 1 officially ends on the south end of the country.
Oh, so wow.
It's got a marker, mile marker 0, mark end of US 1. And the cool thing is, if you walk across the street, guess what?
What?
It's the beginning of US 1. It's a sign over there, but I don't guess I have it. There's a sign that says beginning of US 1, mile marker 0.
Oh, wow.
And I was riding around. This was a picture of Marilyn Monroe statue. I got this.
Yeah, I remember.
Barry likes Marilyn Monroe, so I took this picture for her, shared it with her.
I think that's cute, the statue.
It is cute. Now, this was Mallory Square, where the sunset party is every day. Now, it wasn't very clear, and I wasn't there at sunset, but I just shot a video from there. This is where they have street vendors, street performers at this area every night.
I would love to go to Florida to visit, to see everything.
So here's Mallory Square, and that's where everybody performs. And this is a cruise ship terminal, actually, also cruise ships park here.
Wow.
Here I'm roaming reporter here.
Mallory Square, where the sunset celebration takes place, and it's just a beautiful day. The rain's going to be coming in tomorrow, and some scattered rain possibly this afternoon. So,
oh, you're the weatherman.
Yes, I'm a roving weatherman. And here's the touristy area where you got the little trolleys that take you around. Really cool.
Mm-hmm. And I like the little train thing. That's cute.
This is another trolley, and then right behind it is the Key West Shipwreck Museum, Treasures Museum. Very pricey, but it's a must see once at least. It's pretty pricey, but it's worth to go. They actually have a character there, like a pirate or whatever, and they talk to you and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And they have a tower. You can look up on the roof. There's some stairs.
Yeah, I see that.
There's a tower you can climb to the very top.
I couldn't do that. Me and heights don't mix.
And here's a cobblestone street. And there's souvenirs. So that was souvenirs and stuff. The cool thing about the tower is it has some history, because it was very common for ships to run aground in the Florida Straits. So they had shipwreckers that would go and save the ships when they run aground. And so on the tower, there will be somebody looking out to see if any ships got wrecked. And if they did, they'd ring a bell and they'd yell, wreckers ashore, yelling, there's a ship out there, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Very interesting stuff. So, and here was my meal. I stopped at a place and ate. So this was some kind of a steak, Philly cheese steak sub or something like that, which was
looks interesting.
Good. Very good. All right, so let me check the chat here. We're going to end this thing here in a minute or so. Fairy Dust says she's back. Well,
She loves Key West.
Tracy does. Yeah. You got to come visit. I'll be there next year. Would love to go in there. Mallory Square is fun. I like classical movies from the 1930s and up. Marilyn Monroe was one of my 50s collection, but favorite is way back in the 30s. Yeah, I like that.
Wow.
Too. I like the big bands for sure.
I like old movies.
And the dancing.
The classics.
Yes, love the dancing. All that Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. I watch them on YouTube quite a bit.
Yeah, and I actually have some... I went to the Dancing with the Stars. They did a tour, and Dancing with the Stars came to Orlando. So I went twice to Dancing with the Stars. I loved it. It was so good. And I got video of them dancing, and it was beautiful. I just loved it.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Amy says, I enjoy my 2 visits to Key West. Went on 2 different cruise ships. Cool. Yeah. It's lots to do in Key West. Lots of different restaurants. And when I was there, I go every year. And when I was there this time, I said, I want to eat at a restaurant because I don't eat at restaurants. I just don't do it often at all. So this time I said, for my video, for my channel, I want to do a restaurant. So I typed in my phone, best restaurants in Key West. The best restaurant came up on an island. You had to take a boat to get there. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that. So let me go to number 2. So I did number 2, excuse me. And I actually have a picture of it. Let me get that back up here.
The food looks interesting.
This is it right here. Called Louie's Backyard.
Oh, wow.
I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful place. And
is it in an old house?
Yeah, it's in an old historic house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, really, really cool. And they had a back porch deck on the water.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so...
I would love to go there to see that.
So this is actually a video. I don't know what I shot there, but let's see. This is the name of the place. It's called Louie's Backyard. So let's go check it out. Let's see what's on the menu. It was so nice. I didn't want to take any video inside because it was a white table, very nice place. So I just didn't feel comfortable shooting video indoors.
Yeah.
But I did get some on the back deck.
Oh, wow. That's pretty.
It was windy that day.
I like the view.
Yeah, it's really nice. All right, that was that. Oh, let's see. A roving reporter again.
All right, here. I'm at Louie's Backyard. Louie's Backyard. And they have this back deck right on the beach. And like I said, there's some weather coming in. It's going to be a rough ride back to the campsite. But
that is pretty.
I'm going to get some lunch, brunch.
There's the
getting some
the little tiki bar kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
I remember tiki bars in Hawaii.
Well, it's not really a tiki bar. There's not a tiki roof, but let's just call it that. A deck, a bar on the deck.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
And then I sat down to eat my food, and that was me at the bar, and there was my food. I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to make a video on that.
Oh, okay. That's going to look cool.
Yeah. Let's see here. Key West was definitely one of my highlighted experiences of 2021. Cool. Oh, neat. Yeah, Fairy Dust came out and visited me there. So the next video is going to have a picture of her on it. on the video, just a
Okay.
picture, because she doesn't want to get pictures. So I said, can I do one picture? And she said yes. So I got one picture of her in the video that's coming up probably maybe Tuesday. I'm really going to be crunched for time next week because it's holiday week. I'm going to Epcot tomorrow. I got Sunday off. Monday and Tuesday are off. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday's off. But Monday, I'm going to do a little fun things. So I don't know where I'm going to be at with the videos next week, but my next one is going to have, it'll have a picture of fairy dust there on it, as you know, she
Okay.
came over and visited, and I showed her the campground where I was staying, and I showed her the store in the campground. So I have a video of being in the campground store. It was a nice campground store. Let's see. Thanks, Tracy. Very little movies from my favorite era. Don't have much color movies. I love color movies. Gone with the Wind, 1939, Wizard of Oz, 1939, both in color, but there are a few out there. Yeah, because it's a lot of work to color black and whites.
I'd rather have the black and whites. I don't know why, because it makes it authentic.
Right. The thing I would love, though, this is what I would love to have seen them with the high quality cameras back then, because you know they did it all up.
Yeah.
They're very classy and had very pretty dresses, very nicely dressed men.
Yeah.
And the jewelry, the hair, everything just immaculate. That would be something like the Wizard of Oz. Remember? It was how brilliantly colored and wonderfully colored. I would love to see that production in its original state, not doctored up, but it's all good. Let's see here. I'm never ready for a close-up, she says. Yeah, I know. I'm never ready either.
I don't think anybody is.
Okay. Megan says, I've got to go. Need to call tech support to switch another phone. Oh, my goodness. Another phone? I'm sorry. You got to deal with that. Yeah.
That's why I have two phones, because one of them's messing up really bad. Right now, I'm on my I'm on the tablet. Not tablet, my laptop.
I would love to have a laptop, but I'm not going to pay for it because I'm not going to get a cheap laptop, you know.
Oh, this wasn't cheap.
Right. I'm not saying yours is cheap, but I'm saying I have a desktop that was really expensive and it works fine. And my phone is too small. I'd love to have a laptop so I could go like this. Hey, here, look at this. Here, look at that real quick.
Yeah.
Can't do that with a desktop.
See, I have a tablet.
Mm-hmm.
One phone.
Mm-hmm.
And two phones.
Right. I have two phones, but I don't use this phone. It's just sitting.
Well,
I used to use it for a hotspot, but I got another hotspot that's better, so I don't use this phone.
This one is for friends and family. The other one is for doctors and other things, medical.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And this is for everything else.
Right. So Megan says, I'm at 3.5 hours on phone since the beginning of the week, but my main model phone is back to a working cell text phone. Also, main mod phone. I have 3 phones I switch between. Oh, okay.
I got unlimited on both.
I have a phone somewhere. I don't even know where it is now.
It's hiding.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I got lots of messages and stuff. My family's, I'm on chats with my family and the RaidParade chat, and then I get all the notices that all these premieres are going on while I'm in the RaidParade. So it's constantly going, oh, so-and-so going on in 30 minutes. Boom, so-and-so.
Yeah, that's what my phones do.
Mm-hmm.
It tells me that so-and-so's getting ready to come on, or so-and-so's doing this, or so-and-so's doing that. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay.
Right.
And sometimes it's like when you're with one live, another one pops up 2 seconds later, and it's like, wait a minute, I wanted to watch that live, but I'm on this one.
Yeah, yesterday was great. I love being on Andy's channel, and it was, I had to go, but it was still, you guys were having such a good time. I would have loved to have stayed and talked about what she was talking about, because it's an interesting topic and I enjoy talking about it. So I missed that I couldn't be there, but I was watching you guys. So it was a good topic. So,
oh yeah. When we were talking and everything, and it was like, it gave some people a lot to think about when you ask somebody, what do you see in somebody? What do you want out of life? And it was interesting, because what people said in their answers about what they want, and it's like, you think about it and you're like, wow, this person likes the same things I do. Or
right. And that's kind of why I wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit when we were doing yesterday, when I talked about an attraction, a chemistry. It's not about looking a certain way. It's just a kind of thing like, I like looking at you. It doesn't matter what you look like per se. I have to feel the attraction.
Yeah.
It's not to say I got to have this and got to have that. That's not that at all. It's just like saying you feeding me some chicken soup and I just go, I really don't like chicken soup. It's not that it's bad for you or bad in general.
Yeah.
I just don't want it. So some people misconstrue when you say I want to be attracted to that person, they think that means you're looking for the perfect looking person. Well, no.
Nobody's perfect.
No.
Nobody's perfect. My ex-husband told me all the time I drove him nuts.
Good.
Because it's like I never did anything right.
Oh,
I always made mistakes.
I thought nuts in a good way.
Well, sometimes in a good way and a lot of times in a bad way. That's why we kind of got divorced. Plus, the whole time we were married, he cheated on me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I found out through his buddies in the military.
So sorry. But
I'm happy. I got 2 wonderful kids out of it.
Oh yeah, me too. I got 2.
My daughter just got out of the military after 12 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
And my son, he's here with me, and he drives me crazy, but he's here with me.
Let me say hello to Mira and Ray Vlog. Hello, thank you for being here. Thank you for saying hello. Hug back at you. Tracy says, sorry, Hilda.
Oh, it's okay. I'm happy now than I was when I was married.
A lot of us have gone through divorce, and it's very difficult. And some of us have gone through it multiple times, and it's not easier.
I've only once.
I said some of us.
I know. My sister, one of my sisters, been married 4 times. I got one sister that's been married 3 times. And another one, I think 4 or 5 times.
Doesn't make them bad people.
No. I have 4 sisters and 1 brother.
I have 4 sisters and 3 brothers.
I just have the one, and he lives here in town, and we don't talk much because he tries to act like my dad, and he's not.
We have a visitor. It's Eric with Traveling Adventures with Eric B.
Hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric. Nice to see you. We're pretty much done with the live, but because you're here, we'll hang out with you a little bit because you haven't been here long. Hi to you, ma'am. Fairy Dust virtual hug. Oh, that's nice. So thank you for being here, Eric. I miss you on the RaidParade. You do great videos. By the way, check out anybody on this chat that has videos. Check them out. They do good jobs. Eric does really good videos. Check him out.
Yeah.
Amy just did a video. She did a premiere today, as I did. So check out Amy's video.
She's got good videos. Amy does.
Yeah. Oh
especially when
yeah.
she was on the cruises. Oh
I was
man,
I was a little worried, Amy, when you had the music going, but you did it good. You cut it short so you didn't have a copyright, because I got videos blocked because I had AC/DC in the background. I had a video blocked because I had Ozzy Osbourne in the black background, and yeah. So you gotta be very careful when you got music in the background.
mm-hmm.
They'll shut your video down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because I remember one time Van Life Rocks had like a party going on, and he was showing some movie clips, and they shut the live down right in the middle of
wow.
the live. They blocked it. He went off the air. They shut it down. Yeah, so you never know. If it's something serious like that, they will shut you down.
Mm-hmm.
Bands like AC/DC, bands like Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
bands like big bands, that are really popular, like Pink Floyd or whatever, they're
Yeah.
gonna block your video. Ozzy Osbourne, they're gonna block your video if you show their music. But I when I did it, I didn't care, because I take my lives down anyway after a week, unless it's an interview or something unique is going on.
Yeah. Can understand that.
I take my lives down. Thank you. Hopefully I'll be back on the raid next week. I hope you are too. I haven't heard anything back from Megan about next week, because it's a holiday week.
Yeah.
So I asked her if she was going to be doing it next week. I haven't heard back. So I guess if I get a link inviting me to the raid parade, I know what's going on.
Ooh, that reminds me. Next weekend you take my ham out of the freezer.
Amy says, I try to cut it short on some. Some of the music is original, so it's passes. Right. And on my video, I got a claim, so I silenced that part before it's fully uploaded. It will tell me. Yeah, I had a live like this where I played
Yeah.
music, and the next day it blocked it. It didn't block it that night because it got, like, I don't know, a bunch of views, but then in the morning it was blocked. So I took
Yeah.
it down into YouTube Studio, and they offer a free editing to where they cut out the music
Mm-hmm.
that's copyrighted or whatever. And I had YouTube do it. I didn't even do it because I was going to take it down in a week anyway. I didn't care. So I don't care how they edit it, but
Yeah. I hope you're feeling better, Amy, with your back.
yeah. Let's see. Eric would be last 3 weeks. I've been so busy working extra and taking online class. Cool. I'm speaking about classes. I'm seriously considering taking the RV tech training for 1 week and start my own side mobile RV repair business.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's going to cost me probably $3,500 in total
Wow.
to do it.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, if you add up the fuel costs, travel costs,
Mm-hmm.
all that, staying somewhere, if I bring my RV, paying for a place to park, and then the class, food, gas, all that stuff.
So that means whenever I get an RV, when I come down that way, if I have a problem, I can come and I can text you and say, "Hey."
Right, definitely, yeah. Well, the class that I'll be taking is only 1 week, so it will not be a master's class.
Yeah.
It'll be mostly a big, quick class. So it won't be like a major class. Like the big class is basically 4 weeks. It would be 5 weeks if I wasn't taking this one class, but it's 5 weeks total, and it's very intense. Each week delves into one thing, like electrical, refrigerators, and
Yeah.
water heaters, and so forth. Very intense. Yeah, Amy says, yep, I've had YouTube do it so that I don't have to re-upload. Yeah. I just did it because I'm going to take it down. I didn't care how quality they cut it. And I was going to take it down. For me, re-uploading is not an issue because of my internet is pretty fast. So I'm not worried about it. I've already had to do that a couple times where the finished product wasn't what I thought it was. And I was like, it had a copyright claim on it. And I had to take it down and cut it. And I wanted to put my music on it, not their music.
Yeah.
Amy says, still having trouble with my back, but I have answers. Just waiting for pain management specialist to call. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hold on. Let me pray for Amy. I'm going to pray for her right now.
Okay.
Heavenly Father, thank you for Amy and what she does and all she cares about, the people she loves, and for her family and for her back. I pray for her back. I pray, Lord, you'd put your hands on her back, heal her as much as possible, give the people wisdom that are looking at her back so they can find out what's going on and help her with that. And the pain would be reduced. In Jesus' name, amen. Cool. I hope you feel better, Amy. I know I have back issues. I have neck issues. I've been hit from behind in cars 4 times. I've been rear-ended.
I've been rear-ended 3 times.
And working on roofs, I picked up some heavy stuff and threw it and twisted my back.
Oh.
So I have issues with my lower back, and then upper neck here. I have issues.
Mm-hmm.
So I see a chiropractor every month.
That's one thing I can't do. I can't see a chiropractor because my spine is not straight. It's crooked. And they said it would do more damage to me. Since I've already got back problems, no padding between my bones and everything, it would really harm me. So I live with the pain.
Right. I wouldn't say I have a lot of pain. I have a lot of discomfort. I do have some
discomfort.
Yeah. Eric says, I try to distort music a little and haven't been getting copyrights lately. I don't know if what he's saying, distort. I'm not sure. I missed it. What he's saying there. You're welcome.
He uses a little bit of music?
I don't know. Maybe that's what he's saying. Amy says, I have a tear in one of my discs. I have 2 bulging discs. And I'm not sure if I have a tear in a disc, but I have issues. Myra says, OM, I love to sing while I live stream. Maybe at this time, I'm not going to use background music to avoid copyright claim. Thanks for sharing, Sir Robert. Now I know. Yeah, that's why Victoria May doesn't use music, so she doesn't get a copyright claim.
Yeah.
If you want to be monetized or whatever, keep the video up. But personally, like on lives that I'm going to take down anyway, I don't really care. I don't. I like one weekend, like I said, there was one Saturday night, I was in a party mood, and I'm like, we're going to play some music. And everybody, we're going to sing to the music or rock out or whatever. And I don't care if they block the video. I don't care. Let's just do it. And I put my little multiple light thing that spun rainbow colored lights everywhere.
Yeah.
And we just rocked out. And it was really cool.
Like a disco ball.
Yeah, kind of like, yeah. Eric says,
but with the different colors.
I'm going to turn on my little light here because the sun's going down where I'm at. And the clouds are out, so it's getting darker. Eric says, whenever I have back issues, I work out my back on weights, and I always feel better. Yeah, I hear you.
I can't do that. I wish I could.
I do this.
Oh, I can do stuff like that, but...
Here's another thing. This is good. Like King Tut. It hurts, but it's good therapy. It really is good.
Well, see, I have a bone that sticks out right here on my shoulder.
We'll hit it with a hammer.
I can't.
Just kidding.
It's from my car accident 2.5 years ago. My truck accident when my truck got hit by a drunk driver.
Well, fairy dust has issues too. Yep, nuts and bolts after denial and refusal of surgery. I had to do it, and I would never walk again from a second opinion, the surgeon said. And then we have another visitor, Dirk 10 half. Dirk 10 half from Michigan says hello to all. Thank you for being here and trying to get out of here, but people keep coming in. I don't have nothing. I don't have anything pressing to do. I was going to cut up some wood, but I'll do that Sunday. I go into Epcot tomorrow, so I won't be doing it tomorrow. If you have a lot of talking over music, chances are you will get it through without the claim. Well, let me tell you, that's true. But I also, if you don't talk loud enough or the music is loud in the back,
Mm-hmm.
when I was doing the Sunset Grill, talking at the bar or something, I was talking at the bar doing a video, and in the background was Jimmy Buffett playing, and they had a copyright claim to block the video.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was Jimmy Buffett in the background, and I had to edit it. And what I do if it's really loud, what I'll do is I'll play music underneath, faint, quiet music, and then when I'm not talking, I mute my sound so you only hear the music. And then when I talk, I unmute it so you can hear my words. And then when I stop talking, I mute it again.
Yeah.
So I did that in my video about the No Name Pub, where I was in the No Name Pub talking. I muted the music in the background.
Oh, okay.
So I adjust the volume and add and take away sounds to make the music sound a little different. There you go. All right. Dirk can have hello, Fairy Dust Sweep the Wild Winds. He's having fun with exclamation points.
You can see all that.
Yeah. I'm sure Fairy Dust had to let him in, because when you do that, they block you temporarily and wait for somebody, a moderator, to okay it. So Myra says, anyway, Sir Robert, it's time for me to say goodbye and see you soon on your next live stream, I guess. Preparing breakfast now, watching here from Philippines. Thank you for being here. Virtual hug. Look, more dots. Finishing
Yeah.
my second EDH exclamation point. This one I got free. Do you want me to say the sentence the way you're punctuating it? Finishing up my second EVH. This one I got free. It's a white and black. Yes, Amy says also depends on the artist as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, what I found in my little bit of experience is most artists aren't going to block the video, but you cannot make money on the video. So the video can play, but you just can't make money from the video.
True.
Other artists like Jimmy Buffett, AC/DC, and so forth, the Eagles, they're shopping the video. You're not even going to, even if it was like 15 seconds, they're shutting the whole video down.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what happened to me with Jimmy Buffett. I mean, it wasn't even, I don't think it was 40 seconds, and it was background music, and I was talking. So they shut down the whole video, so I had to cut that out. Eric says, I've added music on top of music to change the sound. Right. Definitely.
True.
Amy says, traveling video. Eric, did you hear the news? I'm booked the group cruise. Wow, cool. Congratulations.
Cool.
Myra says, God bless you both there, sir and ma'am. Hilda, God bless you too.
Yep, you too.
Awesome, Amy. I heard. All is cool, host. She's so funny. You know what? You don't know my name, Fairy Dust? Look, in case you don't know my name, it's right there. It's Robert. She goofs around. She's being silly. She knows my name. She knows my name. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's Dirk. ... It's an addiction. ... But I am excited as ever. Excited as ever. Adding strings on right now and hope it sounds great. Amy and Eric trying to party at your Bon Voyage party. Yeah. Fairy Dust says she's going to go there and party with you guys as you Bon Voyage on your voyage. That'll be fun. That will be fun. So cool. So I got some more ribs to cook.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got some more ribs over here.
That sounds so good right now.
Yeah,
Can
and
I just jump through the font through here?
not yet. Not yet. But soon, I'm sure you'll be able to beam over pretty soon. I mean, you seen that movie Tron, right?
Yeah. Or be like Genie.
Right. Yeah, true that. Or like Jesus, he could do that.
Yep.
He could pop around wherever he wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say thank you to everybody. I'm going to end the live, and I want to say thank you for everybody for coming in and supporting my live and the after party for the Raid Parade. Thank you for being a part of the Raid Parade, and thank you for watching the Raid Parade. To all you who just watch, we really love your support, and you mean a lot to us. We value your support very much. So thank you for doing that, and thank you, Fairy Dust, for moderating my my lives. And I'm going to add some little. I'm going to let the chat go while I come down off the screen, and you guys can chat a little bit if you want, and then I'll end it when everybody seems to calm down. But for me, it's 5:26 p.m. and time for dinner. I haven't had dinner yet, so I got to make some dinner. And Eric says, "Amy, so many people going. I can't wait. Yeah, that's going to be exciting for you guys." So again, thank you for being here. Hilda, thank you for coming up and
You're
being
welcome.
on part of the panel. And you're always pleasure to have come up. And hopefully we'll see you. Saturday night is going to be on my last Saturday night live. I'm no longer going to do Saturday night lives. So tomorrow will be the last one. And hopefully I'll be back from Epcot by then. I'm sure I will be. They probably close around 10 or so. I might even be on the road. Who knows?
Yeah.
So
When you said Saturday Night Live, reminds me of that TV show Saturday Night Live.
right. I know, but I'm not that funny.
You are at times.
Yeah, sometimes when people give me some good material.
True. True.
All right, Hilda. Thank you guys thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next time. Okay.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right. Have a great weekend and a good Thanksgiving. A good Thanksgiving if I don't see you.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.